I am joined by Omar,
Mhm.
who has a one-person uh, music project. I'm going to try to pronounce it correctly. Scuriu.
Scuriu, yes.
Okay, I did my best. Um,
Mhm.
so welcome. This is Happy Hour with Heather and guest, and we're glad to have you on the show.
Thank you
Um,
very much.
I had the privilege of listening to the EP. The EP is titled Wilhelmina, and
Yes,
that will be released on July 15th.
yes,
In fact, all the tracks are named Wilhelmina, but it's part one through five, I believe.
yes.
Um,
One through five. Yes, 5 tracks.
and it's a really interesting combination of like a blackened doom sort of thing. So it's doom is very much in my wheelhouse. That's like my
Mhm.
preferred genre. So it's interesting to see how well you're able to combine, sort of slow tempo doom with the sort of a lot of the elements of, like the more of the growling vocals.
Yeah, thank you.
But it works. It works. Now, the how did the album come about?
Mm, what do you mean?
Like, what was the reason for creating this particular album about
Mm,
the subject matter you chose?
yeah, it comes from some personal issues, uh, some particular events which I'd prefer not to talk about,
Oh yeah,
though.
yeah. No, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
I just meant, it seems like the pandemic probably gave you time to work on this.
Yes, it did.
So, uh, yeah, no, that was my only
Mhm.
curiosity, was sort of how the album came about.
Yes. Mm, what I can say is that also I prefer the listener to give their own interpretation of what I mean with this EP.
Sure, sure. I think that's the beauty of music and art in general. It's that once you put it out in the world, it's like a partnership with, the audience or the viewer or whomever. Uh, but what's great is I think there's a lot in this EP for people to discover and make their own. Um, so what is now that you've created the album, it's out. It'll be released in July.
Mhm.
Um, do you plan on playing it live at all, or is this more of a project that you were able to compose and put it out, and it's just nice to have people listen to it?
Mm, it's the second one because Scuriu was born and is intended as a solo project. So at the moment, I'm planning to keep it as a one-man band. But who knows in the future? If I should find any talented and really, and I mean really trustworthy musician, I could consider it turning it into a band, a full band.
Yeah, no, I think you've accomplished what you set out to accomplish with this project. Um, and if you choose to, uh, yeah,
Mm,
okay, wait, there was a delay. If you choose to play the music live, you can probably do that, but I don't think this needs to be played live. It works well just as music for people to sit back and enjoy. Um, but it
yeah.
is, if you're a fan of those two genres in particular, you'll find a lot of elements that you really enjoy. Um, if you're just a fan of music, there's still a ton in this EP for you. So I would definitely recommend for people when it drops in July to pick it up. Um, and I know you have a few other albums that are available, or some other music that's available on Bandcamp. I'm not.
Yes, there is an old demo, which I called demo version 1.1, because I wasn't satisfied with the previous version of the demo, and I decided to re-record that demo. There's also a dark ambient single called Score for a Scene of Death Underneath a Starry Night, which is a track I composed for a split album with an Italian collective. And there's also a single split, Scuriu / Black Flame, which is a peculiar experiment I did with a dungeon synth artist from Naples called Black Flame. And he listened to what eventually became the first track of the PCP, and he liked the idea and wanted to do a cover of this track. In exchange, I also did a cover of one of his tracks, and this mutual covering became that single split.
That's great. Yeah, that's the beauty of music, bringing people together, being able to work with. There's I don't know exactly where they are, but there's an Italian band called Iketan that plays instrumental music I've talked to them on the show before. I want to say that they're in Rome, but I'm not 100% sure. But it's great to know that in Italy there is a lot of great musicians making the type of music that I enjoy listening to. It just goes to show that it's a universal medium. And I read this in the release that Wilhelmina is a concept of 5 gothic doom tracks with strong influences in raw black metal, as in the soundtracks of old Italian horror films. There were, I definitely got the sense, not that I'm well versed in Italian horror films, but there are a few that I've seen, Mario Bava, and things along those lines. And so it was reminiscent of, I feel like if we were to update some of those movies and they would need a contemporary soundtrack, you could have Wilhelmina play and it would suit the mood perfectly.
Thank you.
So yeah, so if you're out there and you're looking for music that's coming out that will delve into any of these categories or include any of these elements, then you're definitely going to want to check out Wilhelmina when it comes out in a couple weeks. And yeah, no, I really enjoyed it. There are a lot of really wonderful combinations of different subgenres of metal that you are able to employ. So if you're looking also to branch out a little bit, if you're a doom fan and you're looking to get into other genres, or if you're a black metal fan and you're looking to get into other genres, this is a great album to sort of introduce you to a melting pot. But yeah, I definitely love the album, and I'm looking forward to hearing more music. Do you have plans to continue making albums in the future?
Yes, not in the immediate future, but I have some ideas which I'd like to develop in the future.
Good. That's I always like to ask, just because when I find something that I enjoy, it's always nice to know that the artist will keep making music. So for those of you who are interested, Omar's project, I'm going to say it again, Scuriu.
With a U.
With a U, right. You can be found on all social media platforms, I would imagine. So if people want to message you or find you, you're on Instagram, Facebook, things like that.
Yes.
Okay, great. Yes, so definitely pick up this album when it drops on the 15th of July. It's a wonderful album, a lot of great elements to it. And thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. I really appreciate it. And
you're welcome. Thanks to you for this interview.
Oh, of course, my pleasure. Good luck with everything.
Thank you very much. Good luck to you too for the
Okay.
channel.